The media reports about a statement posted on the website of the Nigeria High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, concerning the suspension of consular services have generated conversations in some circles. The notice says the development came on the heels of the abuse of an intervention system set up to assist Nigerians with emergency cases precipitated by the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. The High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada, Adeyinka Asekun, clarified some of the issues reported out of context.
You're involved in the profession of journalism. You understand that people tend to be very interested in what is sensational. And people don't always have the diligence or the integrity to provide a balanced and factual perspective on matters. But be that as it may, the truth will always come out. What has happened is this. The reality of the matter, to put things in a very simple manner, is that COVID-19 dictates that we cannot do things the way we used to do things before. So because of COVID-19 and the principles of social distancing and physical distancing, we cannot admit into the chancery a large crowd of people like we used to before. That's the reality. In the wake of COVID-19, the public health guidelines from Ontario and directives from Abuja made it quite clear the embassies were required to shut down. My son's visa to be in Canada expired in April. We have not been able to renew it until now because our colleagues at Global Affairs are not attending to people. That's the reality. However, on our part, we figured, okay, we have people that may have emergency cases, people that have work permits, study permits about to expire, people that may need to go on evacuation flights. So we put in place a system that was able to attend to people's needs, taking cognizance of the COVID-19 guidelines as presented by the Ontario Public Health System, as it were. So we were doing a certain number of applicants 3 times a week, but not like the number we had before. So the whole process involved reaching out to the embassy, getting an appointment, and keeping that appointment. And we figured that we'd do that just so that people would not be overly anxious about their status. Now what happened? People began to show up with their friends, with family members. So you give one person an appointment, she shows up with 4 or 5 other people. And it just became very, very difficult to manage. And even on days when people were not open to the public at all, people would still show up and expect that we're going to renew their passports. The fact of the matter is that any embassy where you might go all over the world operate on the basis of appointments. You go to an embassy when you are asked to come. Nobody shows up at an embassy just like that and expects to be attended to. So this thing kept on going on, and it came to a head on the 14th, which was Friday, when a large number of people showed up and said that they were not going to allow us to attend to those who had appointments, that we had to attend to everybody. They took a member of staff hostage who went to address them. They held on to her. They physically abused her. And we said to ourselves, no, this is not going to happen. And we decided that we were, from the 17th of August, which was Monday, we would be closed to the public until further notice. Now let's get something clear. We were always closed to the public anyway. What we had in place was a special intervention arrangement, and that's what has now been suspended. So we're not going to be attending to the public for some time until we rectify certain things, and we put certain things in place and we are comfortable. It is not a punitive measure. It's a means of making sure that we're able to do things properly. And people can feel free to test our resolve. We're going to operate only on the basis of confirmed appointments. If you show up without an appointment, you will not be attended to. And that is just the bottom line. And my colleagues and I are of one accord where this is concerned. Abuja is in the know. An appointment is an appointment. That's the way it's going to be going forward. And it's that simple. We have no regrets for trying to help our people. We did what we thought was right. We're here to serve. We're not doing anybody a favor. But COVID-19 has demanded that change has to take place. And we're no exception. If you have a work permit or a study permit, if it expires, if you want to renew it, first and foremost, apply online. After a while, IRCC will get in touch with you and ask you to bring in your passport. If that time comes and your passport has not been renewed, you have a 90-day window within which to bring your passport back. And then again, they've gone on to say that even beyond the 90 days, up until December 31st, you're still okay. So all the anxiety is misplaced. I said before, my son's visa to be in Canada expired on the 11th of April. And they said he's okay until September 30th. I took it in good faith. That's the way it is. That's the way it has to be.
With the resumption of international flights into and out of Nigeria on August 29th, the High Commission will receive more passport booklets from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory.